What's going on, good people? My name's Nerf Guy on the Bench. We're out on the range today, so please excuse the wind noise. And today we're going to be taking a look at some of the cheapest blasters you can find, and if you get good with them, can outrange pretty much anything else off the shelf. These are off-the-shelf hardware bits. This is a 5-foot section and a 2-foot section of half-inch PVC, Schedule 60, I believe. And this is a unknown length of 3/4 inch Schedule 40 PVC. So, what are so special about these? Well, if you can recall from about 10 years ago, people used these at pretty much any Nerf event as blowguns. Because if you got good with them, you could definitely outrange somebody if you really were all that good with them. So, we're going to be using a couple different darts here today. The biggest, baddest darts in the hobby, Adventure Force Waffles, and the market standard and Strike Elite darts. I fully expect to not get these Elite darts back, but that's okay. So, why would anyone want to use the 2-foot section? Well, the 2-foot section allows you to limit how much power is going behind the dart. I cannot get anywhere past 110 feet using this specific length of half-inch PVC. So this would make it good for HVZ, anything with an FPS cap, and if you're in a confined area. We are not, so I get... Oh. Well, I see nature has other plans for me. No worries, the show must go on. And since we are not in a confined area, we get to showcase the 5-foot section of PVC. This is for 4 reasons. You can use this if you have 4 criteria met. 1, you're a masochist. Now, if you've got that out of your system, you're using half-length darts, although this will work with full lengths rather well. You're in the NIC, and I'm forgetting the 4th one. I will remember it as I continue to go on. You're a masochist, you use half-lengths, or Steffens. I guess that could be rolled into one there. You're in the NIC, and you're in an open area, which we are in, so we get to showcase this to you. This, I have been able to get about 140 flat, so FPS readings of, I don't know, because I don't have a chronograph. I am poor. So, I guess that's enough rambling. Let's see how these fire, or at least how I can fire them. Turning the camera towards the range here, we can tilt up the camera and we see a man. Now, down the range, that pine tree there is about 65 feet, and we can fire 4 darts from this. From the 2-foot section, we'll first fire Adventure Force Waffles. These Adventure Force Waffles usually can reach out there. Another man is coming. We shall cease fire until... I am waving to the small child. We are waiting until the range can be clear before continuing to fire. If the range is clear once more, we can continue our firing demonstration. I'm going to try one more Adventure Force Waffle, because these usually tend to fire pretty well out of PVC. Oh, the range is not clear anymore. The range is clear, so let's keep firing. There you go. About 65, 70 feet that way. I can breach about 80 with this, but not much more with those darts. And now we can use Elite darts. And we hit the base of the pine tree with that. And about the same distance, about 80 feet. Now, switching over to the 5-foot section, we see that things improve rather quickly. With the 5-foot section of PVC, we'll first fire the Adventure Force waffles. Well, they're going a lot faster, but that one just dive bombed. I'm going to try one more, because those darts usually fly really well out of this barrel, or out of this length of PVC. Or one more, because I was attempting to get into the darts kind of fell out of that one. Come on. Well, hope you can take my word for it. Adventure Force waffles can and will go pretty far out of this. I'm not going to try anymore. You can go pretty quick out of this. Now with elite darts, on the other hand, that went about 120 feet. I was actually scared I might actually reach out and touch where that car was driving. One more for good measure. And that went 130. Now, let's say in your HVZ game or Dart Wars or whatever that you need special ammunition to bust shields. This is a Mega Dart. Normally this busts shields. This is some length of 3/4 inch PVC. And done correctly, that went about 100 feet. So, you must then raise the question. Is it worth it to drop everything that you have for just the length of PVC? Well, that's entirely up to your play style. I'm going to get closer here so you can probably hear me. Whatever your play style allows, you use. For my play style, I usually hang around with Springer blasters because I tend to do a lot of running. So, 1/2 inch PVC for someone who's sniping about. There you go, and it got stuck in the pine tree. Otherwise, it would have gone another 25 feet or so. For people who are just sniping around, this is a good option. But if you're doing anything other than that, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. So, if that's the case, thank you so very much for watching. I'm Nerf Guy on the Bench, and as always, I'll see you later.